Welcome to the Kendy and Raybo podcast, sponsored by Anderson's Tremendous Event Centre and Wonderful Food Items and the Blind Tiger's marvellous alcoholic fruit drinks. Welcome to this week's episode. A lot has happened in the meantime. Welcome, Kendy.
Hello.
You're not Kendy.
I am now.
Oh! Well, we knew this day would come. So what have you done with him?
He's locked up.
Yeah, he's not allowed to do the podcast anymore, is he?
He's done now.
That happens a lot now with married couples. By the way, for everybody who's listening, you're hearing the voice of Nicola, who has been spoken about for 3 years. And how are you enjoying your first foray into the podcast world?
But this has been planned since we got engaged, wasn't it?
Has, yeah. You did say that the very first episode back after you married him, that you'd take over and that he wouldn't need to be here anymore.
Yeah, I'm the new Kendy.
Okay.
Yeah, we switched things up.
That's beautiful. Isn't that just a modern marriage there now? And come here, would you like to, now that we have you, would you like to comment on anything of the things he said in relation to yourself over the past 3 years at all?
Oh, God. I'm not going to lie to you, there's been a lot of references that have been very bad.
You were in the bookies a lot.
I was in the bookies a lot, yeah. But it was a social aspect, it wasn't...
Social aspect, yeah.
It wasn't...
Just hanging out with people.
Just hanging out with
Come
people.
here, how is married life now? Are you happy now you've bagged yourself such as an absolute right of a man?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Mark is here in the room with us. Mark, I feel like you've no voice anymore. Yeah. Is there domestic abuse happening here?
Oh, can I have my voice back?
Do you want to come back in the microphone? You're lovely talking to you though, Nicola. Congratulations on being on. It's a big moment. You're the new Mrs. Kendy. And I don't mean the new as in there was one old one. You know,
there'll be a newer one than that, Ray. I'll tell you one thing. Say, man, you know the way it is with an old wife, eh?
Yeah,
jeez.
Well, I haven't married yet now, but
the old balded Mickey. Actually, they drive you demented, Ray. Jesus.
Thank you very
Christ,
much, Nicola, though, for making your first ever appearance.
Yeah.
You'll have to come back now.
Do I look heavier, Ray?
What?
Do I look heavier?
Well, most days.
What the
no.
I'm trying to make a reference straight away. You're kicking in. Does my left hand look heavier? Look at that, man.
It is a fine band you have on you.
That's 240 carats.
I thought it's €240.
240 carats.
Right.
Cubic zirconia. Do you remember we used to get the old earrings back in the day? They'd be cubic. They wouldn't be a diamond. They'd be
cubic zirconia.
Plastic job.
How does it feel?
This still feels weird.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll get to marriage and the metaphorical feeling.
Right.
The physical feeling right now.
Okay.
Which also leads into a mental feeling.
Right.
And I'll explain why.
Okay.
Now,
I had a feeling this whole episode was going to be pretty much me sitting here listening to you telling me what it's like to be married.
Is
it comfortable?
No.
Does it feel weird to have it on?
Yeah.
I don't wear hand jewellery.
No.
And as a result, I don't know what this is like.
No. So here's the thing. And again, we're talking in the physical and the metaphorical whole way through this conversation.
Are you walking with a limp?
I feel like this arm is already a half an inch longer.
Right, okay.
Just from the weight of it, like.
Yeah.
And again, that's what I'm saying, is that physically it doesn't feel right yet. Mm-hmm. I feel like I made a mistake. With the ring, I mean. Like,
yeah, of course.
You know what I mean?
So you picked the wrong ring.
I think the whole process of what this ring on my hand is doing was a mistake. Not a representation, Ray. How dare you? I'm a married man now.
Right.
I'm just saying that
lovely to hear you say that, fairness.
It's when I look at it, I go, jeez, I don't know about that now.
Yeah. Do you take it off at night?
I don't know, but I take it off when I'm like putting gel in me hair or showering.
Playing gigs.
Like as if because I keep thinking that it's a cheap yoke I bought when I was 14 in Argos. So I take it off. I'm like, if I wear that in the shower, it's obviously going to go green and the gold will start coming, the paint will start coming off it. But that doesn't happen when you spend money on a proper ring, apparently. But I still feel like that is going to happen.
Right, okay.
Now, when we get into it, that's the ring part of it done, okay?
Yeah.
She was just in.
Yeah.
That's my wife.
That's lovely.
Keep your hands off her now, everyone.
I'm not looking at her.
No, stop looking at her then, Ray. You dirty, ignorant pervert, Ray. We're not one of those.
Not one of those families.
Do you know what I mean?
You're a family now.
Yeah, she changed her name on Instagram to Nicola Kendy.
Oh, wait, that big moment happened.
Yeah, that's a big
moment.
Must
be no pain in the arse altogether having to change your name everywhere.
Well, not Instagram is easy.
Right.
That's the easiest one, I think. I think it gets harder after that then when you have to, when it's governmental and all that kind of stuff. So she's going to go with that process, Ray.
Very good.
So far, so good.
So good.
We're a week into it now. I mean, it's grand. Like, you know what I mean?
Have you noticed any differences?
Have I noticed any differences? Not hugely. I did text her last night and say, well, wife, I'm staying out for pints.
Right.
And I felt like that was the most manly thing I've ever done.
When you told your wife that you were going to stay out
For
without
pints.
permission.
Yeah.
Or pre-clearance.
Yeah. It's like I already got the pre-clearance by going, I feel like I have a power now to go, but sure, you can't be saying nothing to me now because we're tied up here. Like, you know what I mean?
Oh, you
both
think
of us are.
Right, okay.
You know what I mean? We're both tied up here. So,
Yeah.
you know, what are we going to stop each other doing? You know what I mean?
Surprised.
Well,
be surprised.
it's
You're the weekend.
Isn't it supposed to be plain sailing from here? No, did I not hear that?
Not at all.
Why the fuck did I do with it? So
Really? You've been saying yourself that you've been doubting it.
I only did this so that I could go for pints. I thought that
well,
was
you
the
did
thing.
go for pints last night.
Yeah, I know, but you tell me that I might run into some
It's just
problems
at
in the
some
future.
point you might find if you send a message like, "Well, wife, I'm staying out for pints," that you might come home to find the majority of your clothes in either black plastic bags or on fire.
I kind of feel like that might, out of 10 times.
She could do a video. Do you know where she'd be out shouting out the back garden about your clothes?
Yeah, right. I've seen some of those
Have
videos.
you seen them in them videos?
Certainly.
They are a regular thing now.
Yeah, burning clothes.
Burning clothes and saying derogatory remarks.
Yeah, if you really want to be with that whore and your fat belly on you.
Yeah.
Do you know what's so funny about those videos? We're referring to videos, in case you don't know, of a wife
I
who is
don't think we
calling
have to
out her
spell it
husband.
out.
No, I'm just saying, a wife calls out her husband because he might have done something wrong.
Yeah.
Perhaps tried to fiddle with hooers, right?
Or stay out for pints.
Stay out for pints or whatever. And then the wife puts up a video then burning his clothes in the front lawn.
Yeah.
Right? And then all of a sudden she decides, but sure, I knew you were ugly all along.
Yeah.
Even though I've been married to you, after what happened last night, you have a fat belly and you're ugly and no one will ever have you.
Yeah.
And they just get this epiphany.
Yeah.
He must be the ugliest man I've ever seen.
But you're lucky that didn't happen last night. So you came home last night, there was nothing burning in the front lawn.
Not that it was burning, Ray. The world didn't come down on me.
Right, okay.
Do you know what I
Good,
mean?
good.
I said, I'm going for pints. She said, yeah, no bother.
Yeah.
I said, thank you, wife, darling. I'll fucking see you when I get home.
And was there, before marriage, could you go for pints?
I hadn't drank until last night.
All right.
Ever. I'd never had a bite.
Right.
No, to answer your question, really, you just hit the nail on the head there with that. Is nothing has changed, really.
Nothing has changed.
Because we've been together for so long now, it's for Jesus Christ. How can that be changing? Like, there's no other levels.
Yeah.
We're still playing the same game. We're reading the same newspaper every day,
Very good.
metaphorically.
And tell us, we've a lot to get through.
We do have a lot to get through. Should we start on the day?
Yeah, did you enjoy the wedding?
Yeah, the wedding was, and I don't say this lightly, I think one of the best days of my whole life. Just with the crack, not that thing, like with the crack. You know what I mean? We barely saw each other, but that's the key to a good wedding.
Yeah, you don't see them.
I thought the crack that we had with the 100 people that we picked was unreal.
You picked a good 100 now.
We picked a decent 100.
Yeah.
Did you like that we walked out to the big bamboo?
I really did, yeah.
Did that good crack?
Yeah, I'll be honest with you. The biggest bit, well, obviously, we'll start with the church.
Yeah.
Church was funky. You picked a funky church. There was lava lamps instead of candles.
Unbelievable, wasn't it?
Yeah, lava lamps around the Virgin Mary's feet.
And like all colour-coded lava lamps, like.
Yeah.
He had picked them strategically.
This is the priest out in Killarney.
Yeah.
What's his name? Father Jim?
Father Pat Hooran.
Father Pat Hooran.
Yeah.
He had...
What? Hollering.
Pat Hollering.
He was hollering all day, so he was.
Do you know what else he had? And I've never seen it in a church in my life.
Go on.
He had Eddie Lee lights.
He had Eddie Lee lights everywhere, man.
Yeah.
He had Eddie Lee lights behind the basilica.
It looked
whatever
like
the hell
a
it's
stage.
called. It did.
It looked like it, and the worst thing was they were set to a chase, and I really wanted to change it. I wanted to reach up there. I was like, going, I just can't be dealing with it, and it was,
Well, that's funny you say that because so you're on about you really wanted to change that. The one thing I noticed about
it was
you,
flashing purple and blue and green, and I was going, what's this, a mass or some sort of a show?
I loved the whole build up to the wedding and then the subsequent days afterwards. You were like ringing me going, you must have something for me to do. Please now. There must be a speaker somewhere I can do something with, or a lead, or something
Thank you
like
for
that.
giving me those little
I
jobs.
did give you. I said, you know what? That'll keep him happy now for a while. I'll give him a few little
It's
bits
like you
to
set
do.
left jobs aside for me.
I did. Anything that had to do with it, we're like, look, Ray, that'll keep Ray going for another hour anyway.
You
know?
let me DJ actually, but that's later on in the day.
Well, we did let you DJ for a finish. Here's the thing: we drank and we had the crack. Blue Moose were unbelievable. Fair play to them, right?
Before we go any further, can we talk a little bit about the reception itself then?
Oh yeah, kick on. Sorry,
I just want to play. I want to play the people a little something. I think it's something. You know.
All right. Okay.
I took the liberty of recording the speeches.
Did you?
Yeah. I don't know. Have you heard any of this back? No.
No. And here's the thing.
Yeah.
It is an awful. Not that we were drunk. It's just it was an awful blur, like.
Yeah. Well, you were. It was probably the best set of speeches I'd ever heard in my life.
But they were tight though.
You brought a tear to my eye.
Did I?
You did.
Go on.
He said some nice things about Nicola.
Right.
And I wouldn't be used to you saying nice things about Nicola. You've essentially spent all the time I've known you not saying nice things about Nicola.
That's what
and
I
for
do.
one moment,
Yeah.
in a hotel room amongst people that you knew, you kind of went, do you know something? I'm very fond of her.
I bet her.
But not before. Nicola herself said a few words.
Oh,
But
yeah.
she didn't want to talk.
Yeah.
But-
Do I have to explain that?
She didn't want to talk, but what she did do was she wrote a few bits down. So I'm going to play this little clip now.
Yeah, and
Right?
Nicola wrote these, by the way, everyone. 100%.
Oh, it was
She just
absolutely-
asked me
yeah.
to say the speech.
Yeah, absolutely.
She said, I don't want to talk, you say
So
these
this will
words.
give you an indication for anyone that obviously wasn't inside the top 100 what it was like at the speech. So I'm going to play this now and hopefully this is right.
Nicola 100% wrote this.
Yep.
Here we go.
So Nicola didn't want to speak, so she asked me would I read out a couple of words that she wrote this morning only. Didn't you? A couple of words she wrote this morning, so she wants me to read them out on her behalf, so I have them here somewhere. Here you go. That's your handwriting, yeah, okay. I just want to say thanks to everyone for joining us here on the best day of our lives. What can I say about Mark? He must be the finest young fella that I've ever known in my life. For one thing, he's ripped as a bull. He's the perfect specimen of a man. He has everything going for him. Nick, I'm going to start crying now, honestly. I promised I wouldn't cry today. He has the looks, the body, he's completely emotionally available. He treats me like a princess. Jesus, I'm fair lucky to have him. He could have any young one in the country and he chose me. And as for the romance, well, he has some... He has some... I'm not reading that, that's disgusting.
There were some beautiful words there from Nicola.
Honestly, I mean, at one stage I did think I was going to go reading it out.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't know what she had.
Oh, there were some beautiful items.
Unbelievable.
What was
like,
she talking about? The what was the thing?
I couldn't finish it off for you. It was absolutely disgusting.
Right.
She went into way too much detail.
Yeah,
Shape, size,
Shape, size.
the whole lot.
Yeah.
Technique.
So that was the couple of pages then you just put down on the table.
Oh, I don't know how she thought I was going to read it out in front of her family. I was rat rude. Some of it, I would even say some of it was revolting.
Your speech was marvellous. I
enjoyed
felt
it.
bad for Darroch getting up after you.
Well, do you know what my favourite thing, right, about Derek getting up after me was, right?
Yeah.
So he gave a speech. It was obviously unbelievable.
I have a
but-
clip of that too.
Yeah, well, we'll get to the clip of that, okay? But he said, my speech obviously isn't going to be, I haven't got the same kind of, public speaking skills that Mark has.
Yeah.
And then he goes, he was up and he was walking around.
You
and
were.
stuff. But, like, I didn't know that was the aim of, if you're a good speech maker, if you're up and walking around.
Yeah, if you're able to do other things while speaking.
That means, geez, your man's unreal
Oh, it's
altogether.
unreal.
So you have Derek's speech as well.
I have
do you?
Darroch's speech. So you went on anyway and you just said nice things about, how you met in school and about how,
Yeah.
and it was lovely.
Yeah,
And
all lovely words.
It brought a tear to my eye.
Yeah, but no one can ever hear that side of me, bar the 100 people that we trusted.
Oh, we'll put it up in the Patreon.
Fuck's sake.
We'll put that up as a little feature, the speeches at Kendy's wedding. But yeah, Darroch, I really enjoyed. There was two pieces of Darroch's speech that I really enjoyed.
Okay.
And I'm just going to find the first one here now.
Lovely.
Hold on a second.
Mark and Nicola have been together for about 15 years, according to Mark, or too feckin' long, according to Nicola. 15 years is a very long time. Just to put it into some perspective, 15 years or 14, it's two back-to-back time as President of Ireland. 2. 15 years is also life in prison with terrible behaviour. Good behaviour out in 11, 12 tops. Life in prison with absolutely ridiculous behaviour. And then the lifespan of a Cocker Spaniel.
Lifespan of a Cocker Spaniel. That's how long you've been together.
That's how long me and Nicola have been together.
Yeah.
The lifespan of a Cocker Spaniel. And life in prison with terrible behaviour,
Terrible
apparently.
behaviour.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that. He also had a marvellous...
A very statistical speech, I must say.
And then there was one bit as well where he had written out, he says...
Those of you who know Mark know he's a great friend. Although a notorious disaster to get on the phone, it is worth it when you do, and you find a friend who will help you out however he can, whenever, wherever he can. And then in brackets, like Shakira.
So obviously he had written the line and then it reminded him of a Shakira song.
Yeah.
And he thought, I'll make a Shakira joke there.
I saw his actual page where he wrote the speech and it
Yeah.
did have in brackets Shakira.
Shakira,
Just
yeah.
Shakira job. That's what it reminds them of.
That's very funny. Yeah.
No, the speech was good crack. And like I said, it was tight like.
Yeah.
Derek did an unbelievable job. I keep telling him that I should have picked Colin as the best man, but he actually did an
I
unbelievable
actually would
job.
like to think, I think he came out of himself. Choice.
He went above and beyond.
Yeah, he was a good best man.
Do you know what I
choice.
mean? He was a
Because
decent best man.
He got a lot of abuse in the last episode.
Yeah, I know. He was giving out about that too. He said, I don't know why I bother. He kept saying to me, I don't know why I bother with the way things are going here. the way
Anyway,
we're
Blue
talking
Moose
about it.
played, and sure, there was a bit of they were great.
Yeah.
And then there was I DJ'd after, but people sat around.
Yeah.
Tony Travers danced. Great time.
It was unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Had you any other thoughts then? Day 2 was good crack too.
Day 2, I got out of it then on day 2.
A lot of us got out of it.
Because like day 1, you're going around, tipping around saying hello to everyone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then
Day 2, you have time for drinking.
Jesus, day 2, man, we went hell for leather at us. I saw pictures of myself on day 2, and I was like, look at the fuck, look at the gammy eye on me. I was like, what the fuck? What are my eyes closed? It was unbelievable, man. I was
Then you did something mad. Then
yeah.
he tore off on a mini moon.
Oh, we got out of Dodge, man.
It was like people that done something wrong.
Yeah, we had left chaos in our trail.
We took the money and ran.
Woke up Saturday morning. I said, Nicola, we need to get out of this place
That's
quick.
some dose of fear.
Yeah, but you know what it is, though? Do you know what it genuinely is? It's so mental, right? And you have 1,000 messages on your phone saying fair play to you, and you have 100 people waiting down the lobby to say, oh, I'm going, whatever.
Yeah.
And it's unbelievable to go, we're just gone now. 5 days.
But that's the way they used to do it.
Yeah, they used to tip off on
Back
the night.
in the day, on the night, the
Yeah.
happy couple, halfway through the band set,
Yeah.
there'd be a tunnel made,
Yeah, and
artificially out of hand, and they would then leave, and they'd have outfits for leaving.
There'd be no support in that tunnel, Ray.
No.
There'd be no support in this tunnel.
Out the gap they'd go, and they'd drive 20 miles down the road to
Where?
Castlereagh and check into a hotel.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, they just check into a hotel somewhere
But
random.
they'd
Like,
miss the rest of the night of the wedding.
what a stupid thing that was. They'd go, this is class night. We're going to
Yeah.
leave it to you to enjoy the rest
Yeah,
of us. and
we paid for it, but we're going to go.
We're gone.
Yeah.
What a stupid thing. And cans hanging out the back of the car.
Yeah.
Now, a not,
I had a different image of
you know what I mean? Not cans out the back.
Yeah.
Imagine 40 hookers out the back with the cans out. No, they'd be cans, and they'd be waking up the neighbours and everything. Like, what the fuck is that rattle outside? Oh, Jesus Christ, the Casey's got married. It was an awful ordeal. Like, why not just stick
having
around?
sex before marriage?
Yeah, I know.
They used to do that too.
Yeah, that's ridiculous as well, Ray.
Or live with each other.
Yeah.
You couldn't live. You've essentially broken all the rules.
Yeah, we broke all of them. We chatted to our priest. Chatted to the priest. He said, are you living together? I said, Nicola, the next thing that comes out of our mouth could be very, very dangerous. I said, yes, we have been living together for that. He said, fair play to you. He said, I know the church aren't supposed to say that.
Oh.
But he said, you know what? Aren't you better off?
That was a different priest now to the one that actually did the bed.
Oh,
Because otherwise, we're going to have to bleep out that priest's name.
No, that it wasn't the priest actually. It was a person in the town.
Right, good.
Just a random person.
Good. Because you don't want to get the Catholic Church in
We're after
in trouble.
decollaring him. We talked about de-loving, now we're going on to decollaring. Actually, his name was decollaring. Is it David Collaring?
So you went on a mini moon Saturday night, away off to Lanzarote, as we discussed in the previous episode.
Yeah. Way out to Lanzarote.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Was there a bit of a feckin'... Were you a bit shell-shocked?
Yeah.
Were you kind of sitting there on the plane going, Jesus, what just happened?
Yeah, a little bit like, It
Yeah.
was a little bit like that. And we
Yeah.
made a lot of mistakes along the way, Raymond.
Did you bring all the cash from the cards with you?
Man. We had to check in the suitcase.
Did she have to declare you had more than 10 grand with you?
They opened it up and they said
Yeah,
you're
no.
either smuggling something up your hole or open up every hole, they said to us. We had to check every hole because
Right,
you can't.
so you
Why
got
are you
the full
carrying a
cavity.
suitcase full of cash? It was a 10 kg bag full of cash. Now, the best card we got was a gentleman by the name of Tony Travers.
Right.
He gave us all the money in fivers.
Oh. Do you know something? I'm sad now because I know another gentleman that wants to send you fivers.
Oh, well, it's already been done.
Yeah.
And all it said in the card was, good luck paying the band with this.
Yes, very good.
And then his housemate, Luke,
Yeah.
he then gave us a card the next day based on what he knew then that Tony had given us money-wise. And he gave us a fiver extra.
Oh.
And his card just said, I gave you fiver more than Tony did. Oh, yeah. Sorry, to Nicholas, that reminds me of something there. Tony did not buy
Can
a
I,
card
just
either.
for anyone that just didn't know what just happened there, because I'm going to have to do something with that in the edit.
Yeah.
It would seem now that your wife, it just stands over your
She
shoulder.
just stands and watches
And
the
she just
things.
tells you what to do.
Yeah, absolutely.
What about that other thing that happened? Oh, that's very good. And then Mark goes, yes, you're right, Jess. Sorry.
Okay, you're right, wife, lovey.
Is this now the new dynamic? Is
Yeah,
this what
thank you so much, darling. Yeah, I was going to mention that anyway.
What were you saying there about brand flex?
Tony did not also buy a card. He just made a card out of a Brand Flakes box as well.
That's unreal.
But isn't that so Tony
Yeah.
Travers?
Yeah.
That's the most Tony Travers thing in the whole world. Anyway, we get to Lanzarote. Couple of mistakes were made.
He booked a mini moon beside a volcano.
No, that
I
didn't
was worried about
I
you.
know, but it didn't affect it at all, Ray.
No, but there was people on TikTok saying that whole place going to blow.
I know,
I
man.
was thinking, I can't lose Nicola.
Oh, yeah, sorry, you can't lose Nicola, is it? Jesus Christ, Ray.
We'd miss her. Anyway.
What about me? The hell does that mean? You tick. So here's the thing.
You got Lanzarote.
Volcano done nothing. There's no problem with the volcano.
Okay.
We got Lanzarote. The first day was cloudy, Raymond.
Yeah.
Now,
Claudio Ranieri.
there was Claudio, Volcani, right? Even if it's cloudy and it's 25 or 26 degrees
You still get burnt.
and you can't see a sun, put on the Factor Kendy.
You still get burnt.
Put the fucking Factor Kendy on, Ray. We got absolutely scalded
Scalded out of it.
alive. Ray.
Right.
I look like one of those squashy sweets. You know those ones?
Yeah, the
that
big
are,
ones.
They're white and then there's pink on the other side of them, Ray.
Yeah.
I looked ridiculous. Me arse was white as a sheet and everything else looked like a lobster.
Right.
So that's the one thing. And then that made us sleep uncomfortably for 2 days. And
Was
then,
it really warm in the bedroom?
Oh, it was very. But we had the biggest bed ever. The best thing about getting married is and going on a mini moon is that it feels like for the first time in the last 10 years you're sleeping on your own. The bed is massive.
Oh, very good.
I didn't say I had to ring her in the morning.
You still here?
I'd say, come here. Do you want to go for breakfast or what's the story, man? I might go down to the pool or what are you out there or whatever, like, you know. Now, another couple of little observations about Lanzarote. Lanzarote is unbelievable, by the way. We stayed in a place called the Rubicon Palace, right?
Oh, I know it.
It is all inclusive, Ray.
All inclusive.
Everything.
Yeah.
Name something.
Toilet roll.
That's included, Ray. Yeah. What the
sometimes
fuck did
it's-
you pick toilet roll for?
Because it wasn't a scat toilet roll that hostel you stuck us in below Galway.
No, I tell you, what?
There was no toilet roll.
In where?
Well, it might have been dark. I mightn't have found it. In the
Jesus.
hostel on the Stag.
Oh, yeah, but you're of course the one, Ray. That's a dirty old hospital, man. Those people puking on the floor and everything.
Right.
Now, listen to me.
Right.
They're all inclusive, Ray. Everything.
Okay.
Do you want a hot dog?
What, did they do hot dogs?
Yeah, it's included, Ray. Do you want to play the chips, Ray? Do you
Yeah,
want them? Tell me now.
they're
or no.
included.
It's included, Ray. and
So
it-
could you order plate chips any time of the day?
Anytime, just go in and take it out of the place, man. It
Oh,
was all
right.
included. You're not getting this. Do you want what drink do you want, Ray?
I wanted a virgin mojito.
Jesus Christ, am I sure the most boring boss I've ever.
Just- I
But it's
don't-
included, Ray. If you want a virgin
included,
mojito,
yeah.
it's all included.
Yeah.
7 restaurants, big old sexy old place.
Yeah.
Now,
I want 2 Stairville moving heads. That included, was it? No.
it's all included, Ray. I
Right.
told you, everything's included in
that-
this,
that
Ray.
was well, yeah.
So now, I would consider myself to be an observationist, right?
Yeah, good.
Not a peeping Kendy.
Okay.
Because it's very thin
Oh,
line.
God.
It's
Oh, God.
Shut up, will you?
Oh, God.
Shut up now, okay, right?
All right.
Shut up now.
Oh, no.
I'm not a peeping Kendy.
Had your pair of sunglasses with you?
Oh man, you have to.
Because, and just an offshoot here, I went to the trip once with a friend of ours.
Yeah.
And will remain nameless for the
Okay.
purpose of this podcast.
Yeah.
For purposes of this podcast, we'll call him John.
Okay, yeah, his name is John.
His
John,
name is John.
was it? Yeah,
John.
Savage.
And John on this trip, anyway, landed in this airport and said, I forgot my sunglasses.
Mm.
Oh, the poor man freaked out.
Yeah.
Because he had nothing to look at girls with.
Yeah, now, Ray, again, that's not a peeping Kendy, that's an observationist.
He had to go to the shop immediately to get
Yeah.
sunglasses.
I just love exploring the world and all the cheeks it has to provide, right?
Right.
So, no, but this is true,
You were
though.
newly married.
I know, yeah, but you keep strong now, keep strong, all right, okay? Say nothing.
Right.
I just like watching the world go by.
Yeah.
But there's something there for everybody.
Yes.
Right? Myself and Nicola was lying down outside. I said, Nicola, take one look to your right and there's something coming here for both of us. There was a man who looked like he belonged on Love Island.
Right.
Ripped as a bull.
You were enjoying him.
And he had a young one who looked like she belonged on Love Island.
Oh, there is someone for both of you.
And I said, here we go, we're both enjoying this. Right?
Yeah.
So that's what's happening. Now, this resort was full of English people.
Okay.
Not many Irish there. Anyway, I had the sunglasses on, the ordinary man I'm just observing
Observation.
what's happening all around. Tremendous looking young ones, little Tom bikinis, bastards, the whole lot, right?
Yeah.
The only person there, and I'm very sorry if this offends anyone, that was in any way getting their hands out was a 70-year-old Spanish woman. And I didn't know where the tit started and the chin came in. I was like, why is this the only titty I've seen to be like a honeymoon?
But your wife, you would have seen that.
Nah, but
Sorry, Nicola.
We were burnt to bits, Ray. We couldn't be looking at each other, right?
Okay.
I was going, I put the sunglasses on. There's 100 fine women here, and this 7-year-old owl one is three lilos down from us, man. But that's the thing, though. You have to have the admiration for a woman. If I'm putting my observatory cap on again and then thinking out loud while watching the world go by,
Yeah.
fair play to that woman.
At 70, though, you don't care anymore.
She's going, I don't care. I'm gonna get these saggy ass old titties. I'm gonna fucking take them out, and the whole world's gonna have to look at them.
Did it put you off your holiday?
No, it didn't. I felt like going. When I was annoyed, I was like, Jesus Christ, of all the young ones that are here, why is this one getting titties out? Right? But I have to hand it to her though. She was walking around with with. She was having how are you caping, the whole lot.
Did she come over and talk to you?
Yeah, she'd be walked over to everyone. Where are you from? How's things there? What's crack? Like that, or scratching them and everything. Like Jesus Christ, what's that? Right? And then, but when she went in then to get the drinks from the all-inclusive, then she did put a top on. Because, you know, top on.
Like a face mask.
Top on and mask on.
Yeah.
That's exactly it.
Yeah.
She was like, I better cover up in here now. I don't want to give anyone COVID.
Don't give anyone
you can give people COVID with nipples as well. You have to cover them up as well. So that was the main bulk of what we got up to on the mini.
Did you drink the face yourselves?
Yeah, we drank a bit, like, not mad though. You wouldn't go mad drinking.
No, 'cause
but
the
it was
heat.
all inclusive, Ray. Did you want to drink?
Yeah.
that
It's
was
lovely the way
included.
they included the English people as well.
Well,
you know,
it
all
wa-
inclusive, and there was loads of English.
Well, everyone was included.
All right.
Here's the thing as well. First day we were super nervous. I don't think Irish people do the all-inclusive thing very well. We're too
We're too
nervous.
nice.
We're too nice about
yeah.
it. We're like, are you sure you don't want money for it?
Yeah.
You would not last a second in there. You're like, no, I bet to give you £2 for that. And in fairness, but the English, they just know it off. They just do the all-inclusive thing. They have no shame, if you know what I mean. We were very nervous first day going in there, man. We
Did
were
you
like,
do any activities
yeah, we did.
besides what you'd normally do in a minimum?
Lying down. Ray,
Oh.
that was it.
You didn't go kite surfing.
We didn't do anything, Ray. We lied down.
skiing.
For 5 days, I listened to audiobooks, and that was it.
Oh, lovely.
I didn't even have time to be reading out there, man. I was going, I'm not putting me brain under that kind of stress.
Right.
Missed the entirety of the first day.
This is happening again now.
It's
She's
happening
just
again.
over.
It's like a
Sorry.
voice in your.
Go on, Nick, what you say?
Literally, we missed the entirety of the first day.
Why?
Because Drew was asleep.
Oh, that's another thing. She had to remind me. Oh, thank you, Nicola, my wife. That's so nice of you to jump in like that yet again, standing over my shoulder. We missed the entire.
I'm not going to get used to this. Is this an ongoing thing? What
This is where it's going to be from now on.
about
now.
when I
She's-
get married? Laura's standing here beside me. You might as well have your own conversation.
Yeah, we literally be having a conversation through the two women. Is that okay? Come here, is that okay to say? Ray, would you ask Laura, is it okay for me to say that thing?
Yeah, I'll check with her
Jesus
there,
Christ
like.
almighty. This is what happens, Ray. This
Yeah,
is
that's what I'm seeing it.
the beginning of the end, I think.
You
is what
thought you
this
could go
is.
over pints last night. Look at you now.
I know. This is what I get for it now. Over my shoulder. Anyway, look, the whole idea is
Yeah,
that
Mike in the mechanic's job.
the what?
Go over my shoulder.
Oh, looking back over
my
me shoulder. Yeah, that's right.
Thank you.
I like that reference, Ray. Thank you so
you.
much for including it in the show. The mini moon was wonderful, Ray.
Good.
Right? Coming back, I was sick. Not sick from COVID or from sunburn, just from going back to normality now.
Oh, back to normality,
Back
yeah.
to
To
life,
life,
back to
to
reality.
normality.
Yeah, so that's what it felt like coming back. And now all of a sudden it's Sunday evening.
Yeah.
We're in here recording another podcast and I'm
Yeah.
working tomorrow and it's back to normal.
Back to normal.
But the other thing we do have to look forward to is that we're going to go on a full honeymoon in January.
Acapulco.
What?
Are you going to Acapulco?
No, I'd say we'll go together, Ray. I'm not going to do it on my own.
No.
A cappella. Is that what
Acapella.
that means? That was a bad joke.
Yeah,
Anyway.
that's a really bad joke.
No, we'll definitely do it with a band. That's what I meant to say.
Yeah.
Fuck's sake, Ray. Would you shut up, man? Listen to the jokes.
Where are you going on your actual honeymoon?
We don't know yet. We were thinking about cruising
Oh,
around the
go on a
place.
cruise ship.
Yeah.
That's all inclusive.
All inclusive, Ray. Name something. It's all-
Lifeboats.
They're included, man. If you're a woman or a child,
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Now we're thinking about going down around the Caribbean. I won't go anywhere ever in the world. I hate traveling. I didn't want to go to Lanzarote really, but I'm glad we did. But the only time ever Nicola's going to get me to go and do something. So I think let's go and see mad Caribbean islands and have a
Oh,
crack.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
See where all the slavery started from. See where they grew the sugar cane.
Apparently they still have some of them there where you can buy them still over there.
Yeah,
It's
all
great.
inclusive.
Oh, all inclusive, Ray. Which one do you want? Now, the thing is, though, again, I like the idea. I'm not a very adventurous person. Like,
No.
I love the other people that go on their honeymoon to Southeast Asia and they're like, yeah, we went backpacking through the trek. Like, fuck off, like, right? Why? You're supposed to be relaxing. The same thing in Lanzarote. You were like, did you do any excursions? No, I didn't, man. I said to be fucking Keister
You
for
did.
5 days.
Looking at
I
some
want to do the
Spanish
same thing.
ladies' titties.
That's why, yeah, I've been looking at the small one with her fucking titties hanging out, right? So I want the same thing to happen with our actual honeymoon. So I like the idea of being on a boat and going, I'm lying down, and then they go, do you want to get off for an hour? You don't just go.
I like that too.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just go and see the place.
Go
but-
have a little poot around.
yeah, but this idea, you don't have to immerse yourself in the. I don't want to go sleeping in the slums, like.
No.
Do you know what I mean? So I like to get back onto my comfortable boat again,
Yeah.
and then wave at the people as they go. Oh my god, you're sleeping at the side of the beach, but okay, it was nice to see you. Thanks to let me see
You're
you.
such a nice,
You know
humble
what I mean?
person.
I can't wait, man. I might throw them a few quid. Wait, did I tell you about throwing a few quid? Actually,
Go on.
hang on. I don't know why it came into my head. Right. There's a problem in the world now with a cashless society, Raymond.
Yes.
Right? Where nobody has the cash anymore.
No.
Because we're all tapping away. And COVID
tapping
drove
away.
it through because they were
Yeah.
like, well, you can't have dirty old cash in your hand.
No.
Money is the biggest spreader of bacteria. Apparently worse than the toilet seats.
Right.
I wouldn't lick either of them.
Okay.
Now, cashless society means that certain things that are going on where you would just throw cash to people like tipping is a big problem, right?
Yeah.
So if you want to tip at a restaurant now, you just add a tip to your bill, but then that goes into the like bank account of the people and they don't know how to tip it and all that kind of stuff. So there's other apps that are going on now where you can tip on those apps through your phone by tapping. We saw a fella today busking in Sligo, right?
Right.
He had one of those little card machines.
Super.
He had one of those
time.
card machines in his guitar case.
Yeah, what about it? The little sum up ones.
Yeah, the sum up
Yeah,
ones.
they're marvellous.
I was like, that's unbelievable.
it's
Like.
a right job.
But like, are you going to sum up like 150 that you like? What's he expecting, man? Give him
Well,
100
you
quid
should
back.
have a little sign, €1 tap, and
Yeah.
then you could just keep tapping it.
But there's probably charges on that,
Not
and
at all.
then he goes, well, if you do 20, then it won't charge any, and you go, well, I bet they give you 20. Then so
Yeah.
I thought it was very innovative. I can't believe he actually had a card machine,
That's the only way to go, though.
and I bet you now the charities that are stopping in the middle of the road, they're going to have them now.
Oh, they're going to have it won't be a bucket anymore. It'll be a little block.
And that's the thing, yeah, it'll be a little block. And here's the thing about those other charity people, they don't want that cash anyway because they want to sign you up for those months and months in advance.
Yeah.
I was given like 15 quid to the UN for about 3 years.
I'm still giving them 20.
The UN's not a charity, is it? No, I think it's.
No, they're not. Don't they actually stop the
I
war.
used to give it 22.
To the UNICEF crowd.
Yeah, that's why I was giving it. I had to cancel it, Ray. Do you know why? Because I was that 20 quid, about €9 of it's going to the fella who signed you up for it.
How do you know that?
Because it is, because I nearly got one of those jobs and I was down and out years ago.
Do you know the way we talked about your wedding all this time?
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that, yeah.
We talk about something. You were talking about there about something. In America,
Yeah.
they have post offices.
Yeah.
And there's like rules and regulations of the post office. And
Okay.
in that, there's a little paragraph saying the photography is allowed for news purposes.
Okay.
Okay?
Media.
Yeah. So there's a book, right? Or could be more than one book, but I see him on TikTok.
A book or a book?
A book.
Oh, a fella. Like.
A fella.
Yeah.
So there's a bookie boo
Yeah, Bookie Boo we call
going
him.
into these post offices, right? And he brings the phone in with him or a camcorder or something.
Right.
Right? And he's just filming.
Okay.
And straight away, the book behind the counter loses the head. He's going, you can't film in here.
Okay.
Right? Because that seems to be the crack over in America.
Why?
They don't like being filmed.
No, but in post offices.
Anywhere, really. People don't like being filmed in America.
Okay.
But specifically in post offices.
In a federal
and
post
in
office.
Federal buildings.
Yes,
yeah.
you can't.
So, but you can.
Okay.
So he knows you can.
Okay.
So he goes in and he's recording this, and your man behind the counter's losing the head of him. He can't film in here. Security guard comes up, he's losing the head of them, and everybody's getting really passive aggressive.
Yeah.
And all the punters are losing the head because
Yeah.
they're getting held up, and this whole thing is and nobody wants to be filmed.
Does he just do it for divilment?
No, he does it because they call the cops. Because he won't leave, they try and get him to leave. They call the cops. So they call the cops land in, the cops are annoyed straight away because everybody's vexed with this book that's causing trouble.
That's just divilment.
Yeah, and they're kind of going, you got to leave, you got to stop filming. He said, no, I don't got to stop filming, I'm allowed to film.
Okay.
So the cops get into an argument with him then, and he says, look, if you want, you can throw me out, but you have to throw me out. But if you throw me out, it's against the law.
You can't throw someone out of a post office?
No, but you can't throw them out for filming because he's allowed to film.
Okay.
So he basically he pushes them into it.
Okay. Yeah.
And then eventually the cops shut him up then because the cops don't know no better in a lot of the situations. They
Yeah.
go, we're going to throw you out and we're going to write you a ticket. So they write him a ticket and then he goes and he sues the county.
For money?
He gets like 10 grand.
What the
He
fuck?
sues the county because obviously the judge then looks at the law and says, that lad could have filmed away. It's just everybody was fierce vexed
So
over
he's
it.
just going in doing this to loads of different places.
He just-
This
yeah.
is his job, like.
This is what he's decided to do.
Jesus
He's working
Christ.
at the filling station, now he's doing this. And he's making a fortune.
We should go down to the
I don't
local
know, but see,
post
we're
office.
better here. We have CCTV everywhere. Apparently it's not as good now.
In America, the CCTV is
Yeah,
not as
Laura
good in
was telling
America
me
as
that
it is in Ireland.
No, I said the same story, Laura. She told me in New York you can't be filming at all. That's why they do all the filming out in LA.
Well, you see, there is a thing in America, Raymond. And again, I'm going to tell you a fact now. That's probably not a fact.
Right.
And someone will say, geez, that's Kendy talking shite again.
Yeah.
There are states in America that are either single or dual consent states to being filmed or photographed. So if it's a dual consent state, it means both people have to be consenting to what's happening, even if it's in public. If it's single consent, you go, well, I can take a picture of you out in public here. I've decided it's okay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
that's the thing about over there.
Anyway.
I don't know if it pushes on into post. It's not all comedy, Ray. Some of it's just facts.
Mindless, pointless stuff.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like sometimes you just have to let people know some certain stuff.
Have you heard of vertical drinking?
What?
Sorry, now I'm really going off on tangents.
A vertical drink. I try to stand up all the time having a drink.
No, but you haven't been able to with the pandemic
Why?
because people haven't been able to
Oh.
vertical drink.
That's right.
I heard that in the news. The first time I heard that in the news is like, they want to bring back the vertical drinking.
Oh my god, that's
And I thought it
unbelievable.
was a great way of putting it.
It's unreal.
Yeah, 'cause
some
the-
of your best drinking is done vertically.
Oh, that's where the good atmosphere comes from.
Absolutely.
None of the sitting down shy.
No,
It's
the sitting
vertical
down side
drinking.
is fucking. Look, I can deal with it for a while.
Yeah.
But you got to bring back the vertical drinking.
That's what's wrong. And they're saying as well, like, there'd be so much more crack, so much more drinks sold if people could just vertical drink
Yes.
anymore.
Oh, there'd be way more because this table service is wrecking pubs.
Oh, it's terrible.
Because pubs can only make money when they're about 3 deep.
From
right?
vertical drinking.
From vertical drinkers.
And vertical queuing.
Yeah, you have to vertical queue, you have to vertical drink.
Yeah.
Right?
Then
have
you
to-
go on vertical piss.
You go over a vertical piss, right?
But even that, like, I found that at the
And then you get in a vertical fight.
then all of a sudden you're horizontal. But anyway, That was something there actually recently at the Sligo festival there. They did the festival in the car park. Yeah, but the one thing I hate to see it in Ireland, when they put on a festival in a public place, they just put out a rake of portaloos.
Yeah.
And they don't put in the port pissers. Do you know the little troughs where lads can go and pee?
Yeah, but I've seen videos, Ray, of people thinking that that's a hand washing basin. I fucking seen it, man. This woman is doing a news round at a festival in America, right?
Yeah.
And she's like, I'm here now at the festival. Everyone's having the crack. And there's a fella behind her picking up a yodel cake and washing his hand. And he actually says to her, he just says, this isn't the sink, is it? That's the thing, like.
That's good crack.
But those vertical pissers are actually the way, because there's nothing like the smell of a portaloo after a couple of hours of a festival.
No.
Like, Jesus Christ.
But
like
that's why there should be portable pissers.
Yeah, portable pissers are better.
I mean, what happens in Sligo here when there wasn't portable pissers, people found a little dark corner of a piece of garden.
Yes.
And everybody just started using that. And I'd hate to wake up in the morning and a corner of my garden would be all soggy. From 600 lads pissing constantly for 3 hours.
Look at the big soggy garden on you. Oh, Jesus.
Sorry, I went off on tangents there.
Yeah, I don't know what we were getting at. I don't know anyway.
Yeah. Another thing I was thinking about, just pondering today.
Go on.
Did you ever watch Coronation Street?
No, I used to watch Coronation Street like way back in the day with my old one. Do you remember when Richard was the big villain?
The book was after Gail.
Yeah,
and he hurted Emily.
Oh, jeez, man, he hurt the whole town. He hurt my feelings.
The reason it was coming into my head today was because a discussion was had earlier where I'm remote working now.
Yeah.
And sometimes I'd hit a 3 p.m. slump.
Right.
And sometimes the only way to get out of 3 p.m. slump is maybe a little tin.
An omnibus. Oh, no, a tin. Okay, never mind. We're going down a very dangerous road here now.
Just a little tin. I'm not saying what the tin is, but you get a little tin, right?
Would you?
Yeah, I would.
That's an awful dangerous road, man.
Why? You have a little tin at 3 o'clock, just get you over that slump.
Yeah, another one at 4. Another
No,
one at 5.
you don't need to have another one at 4 or 5.
Okay.
Just a little tin at 3.
Okay.
So you have a little tin. But then I was thinking, people made me feel bad for having a little tin this evening. I told them I had a little tin at 3 o'clock.
Yeah.
Like yourself there now, the big judgmental head in you.
Yeah,
You
just-
said it's a dangerous road. Think back to Coronation Street.
Right.
What did everybody do all afternoon?
They went straight into the
They
Rovers.
were inside in the Rovers.
Yeah, drinking halves.
Drinking gin and tonics.
Yeah,
G&T there, Betty.
Yeah, that's the thing. Isn't it funny too that every single soap, right?
All based around the pub.
They're all based around the pub, Ray.
Fair shitty. What do you call that one? Slatteries or whatever. Scutteries, yeah. The one in EastEnders.
There's one in Emmerdale.
Oh,
the one in EastEnders is called the Queen Vic.
Yeah.
Queen Victoria.
Yeah.
The one in Emmerdale is called, I don't know, the Scuttery Calf or something, or the Moundy Calf.
But
or
then the
something.
Rovers and Coronation. But they're all. What was Hollyoaks? Was that based around the pub?
Oh, that was based around the fucking young ones and their arses and everything.
Right.
That was a young person's game, Hollyoaks. And
Yeah.
there was another one as well that was based in the young Brookside. Do you remember Brookside?
I don't see. I didn't have them channels.
Brookside was like a Liverpool one, wasn't there? Some shit
Something
like that.
like that, yeah.
But they were with all the fine young ones.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? They were trying to get the newer generation of TV viewers into soap operas.
Yeah.
Because we didn't want to be seeing, big old ones behind the bar in the Rovers. Like, they were like, we got to fucking update this shit. Like, you know what I mean?
You see
Home and away.
Home and away. But then, see, that's the thing. If you go anywhere outside of England,
Yeah.
home and away, the diner.
Yeah, it was a diner. It wasn't all about drinks.
Then if you go over to Friends, Flecking Coffee Shop.
Coffee shop. Saved by the Bell
But
was a diner.
Friends, it was a bar before in the first episode.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and then they changed to a diner.
There was a pool table in the whole lot.
There was, yeah.
Well, I think that was like a flashback episode or something. That's what it used to be.
Right.
You know?
What it could have been.
What about Ross Naroon?
Oh, fuck no. Shit, they're speaking Irish. You wouldn't know where
You
they are.
don't know where they are. I haven't a clue where any of these people are or what they're on about at all.
Could be in the pub, you
They could be
wouldn't know.
anywhere.
Oh, knocked off a chocolate.
Because of the fact that they're speaking out Gaeilge, you're
Yeah.
like, I don't know where these people are at all. Like, they're clearly sitting in the living room.
I don't understand what the premise
No,
of this
I don't
show
know
is.
what's going on in this thing altogether. Jesus Christ. Glenroe was based in the barn.
Yeah, Glenroe. Yeah.
Is that the end of the soap opera section of the programme, Ray? Is this?
Sorry, yeah. I went off on tangents.
No, that's okay. Come here. I do want to say a big fair play to Joe Genuine and all the shite that you done throughout the wedding and all that.
What it was fine. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, no, it was great. And also, you've seen me through a lot now. 10 year, you saw me the whole way through it, and you saw me married out the far side.
Yeah, and it was a beautiful day.
And I can't wait to do it to you as well, Ray. Whenever you get married,
Won't be long.
Ray, I'm sorry now. I'm going to get. Whenever you get married, Ray,
Yeah.
please, I'll bring a speaker, okay?
Will you bring a speaker? Yeah. Will you? You'll DJ, will you?
I'll DJ it to
Okay,
him.
what if we have our own DJ?
No. What? You fucking ignorant. I was going for it, Ray.
We might have our own DJ. What would we need you for?
But I was only returning the Kendy. You were fucking one selfish fucking.
Have you other bits now? Because I have a few bits more to get to.
No, get to your little bittings, Raymond.
Thank you. I have to ask you to do a favour.
Go on.
Are you familiar with School of Rock?
Yeah, that's my favourite fucking film
Is
ever.
it?
Yeah, the two films I love more than that in the world, The School of Rock and The Boat That Rocked.
Brilliant. Karen Gordon. Pop-up
She wasn't
theatre.
in it.
No, she wasn't in it.
No.
But she's putting it on here with the kids.
Can I be Jack Black? I can gain 50 stone.
Yes!
Easy. Can I actually?
We need a guitar player.
I was doing it with the kids.
She's doing it with the kids and she wants live band.
No, I want to be in it. I want to
You
be Jack
are in
Black.
it. You'll be on stage. You'll be the big buck with the guitar.
I'll do it.
Yeah.
No, are you playing bass at it?
I'll play bass.
Shit! You
Why?
get to be the bass player, the woman.
No,
The girl.
I think she wants to dress up like Kiss. I don't know. It's a bit off the charts.
Ray, I can't play the guitar.
Well, it's
Don't
for the
tell
kids.
anyone that now, obviously.
It's for the kids. So you
Yeah,
have to
I
do it.
wouldn't do anything I couldn't play guitar for the kids either. They're doing School of Rock, no shagging way.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'd love to be Jack Black in that.
Well, I'll talk to her.
I can kick super high.
But will you do it of an afternoon if
Yes,
you're
I
free?
will. Of course I will, Raymond.
Super. I'll move on to the next bit.
Yeah, I get to be in School of Rock.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Go.
I have a riddle for you before we go, and I have a riddle for you and some shout outs.
Sure, hit it. Hit the fucking thing.
Do you want the riddle?
Yeah, hit me with the riddle, Ray.
You remember the riddle?
Hit me with the riddle stick.
It'll be with the riddle check. Right, okay.
Yeah.
Here's the riddle. There are 30 cows in a field and 28 chickens.
Yeah.
How many didn't?
How many didn't what?
How many didn't?
There are 30 cows in the field
And 28 chickens.
and 28 chickens.
28 chickens.
Yeah.
How many didn't?
How many didn't what?
That's the question. There are
So there's 30,
30
cows.
cows
What are we
in-
talking? Heifers? Are we talking
talk of Frisians.
free? Right, okay.
30 Frisians.
winter,
in a
okay.
Yeah.
So they're
And
Frisian.
there are 30 cows in the field.
That's the worst fucking joke. I'm ashamed of myself. And there's
And
28
and
chickens.
28 chickens.
How many didn't?
How many didn't?
58. 2.
Are you completely lost?
Ray! No, I'm not lost. I obviously know what the answer is.
What is the answer?
I know, but just give me a second to please say it. Like Jesus
Jesus,
Christ,
you always pull this.
you keep butting in
Sorry, okay.
when I'm trying to tell you what the answer is.
And the answer is?
the answer is you bollocks. If you please let me speak, you jumped in again.
Sorry.
Yeah, just stop, Ray. Let me tell you. There's 30 obviously of the cows. Like,
Yeah.
but then there's 28 chickens also.
Yeah.
And then you would ask then like how many didn't like.
Yeah.
And then if I was answering that question,
You'd
Ray,
say?
oh shit, we stopped recording.
No, we didn't.
Oh, fuck, we have to run out of space on the yoke. We'll have to come back to it next week when I look it up. Tell me how many
10.
didn't. 10 didn't.
Yeah.
Hang on now. I'm going to have an aneurysm.
There are, there are 30 cows in the field and 28 chickens.
20 of them ate the chickens.
Yeah.
And 10 of them didn't bother.
Yeah.
But that's not feasible, Ray. Cows don't eat chickens. They
I
eat
know,
grass.
it's not rooted in reality
not
at all.
carnivores, man.
No,
They're
with these
herbivores.
particular cows.
They're dirty murdering cows. Man, what
Murdering-
film is this? It's like your man who made The Crow and all them films, whatever your man's name
Yeah,
is.
no, it's a bit of a meshed up one now.
That's
And
an awful, man. I can't believe that. They weren't Irish cows.
No.
That's not prime beef, man. They
no,
wouldn't be feeding
This
that
is probably 50,000 years ago.
Oh, it has to
Back
have
where
been.
cows
man.
were different.
Yeah, back when the
And men were men. Cows were cows.
Oh, I long for those days, Ray. So I do.
Yeah.
What's your little shout out you had to give, Ray?
Oh, I have to do little shout outs because we're coming to the end of 133.
Yeah.
Glad to be back.
Isn't it?
Oh, it is. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Who do shout outs? Jamie the Bad Panda. Right? I think.
What?
Wait, look in here now. Jamie the Bad Panda. I think he's anyway. Sent a message just saying fair play to us. And
Wait. Hang on now.
Yeah.
What's Jamie the Bad Panda? Is that a username?
No, he put it in his thing.
What made him a bad panda as opposed to a good one?
Don't know. Yeah, he said Jamie the Bad Panda.
He did some panda shit bad.
His name is Eamon Crudden. And he
Oh,
just said,
yes.
yeah, he just said fair play to us.
Fair play to you. I don't know what he did to be a bad panda, man.
Yeah.
He would wallop
But he put
people
that
with
in the
bamboo.
message. He said loads of nice things. Randomly came across you on TikTok, kicked it off from there. Have the missus hooked and the lads at work. And then
Yup.
he just said Jamie the Bad Panda.
We need to know why he's called Jamie the Bad Panda.
Yeah.
Especially because his name is Eamon.
Yeah. And then we also have to say hello to Akira
Yeah.
abroad in Germany.
Oh.
She likes horses.
And
That's all I can tell you about her.
Man, this is like the den. Listen to me for a second, man. This is like, I want to say a shout out to Aisling down there. She's listening in Manor Hamilton, and Aisling said she likes ponies. Oh, so good girl, Aisling. The fuck, man? What are we dealing with here?
And then it's straight out of Tommy Tiernan's skit, Declan Murphy.
Declan Murphy.
Declan Murphy rang us 3 times on the podcast page on Instagram. We missed 3 video chats from him late at night one night. Do you know Declan Murphy?
No.
Well, Declan Murphy, if you listen, what are you doing calling us in the middle
I
of the
just
night?
say, I just say to everyone, don't do that.
No.
Don't video call us.
It's
It'll be me with a Gia like, hello? Declan, what's going on? And he could be recording us or anything, man.
Yeah.
We got to turn off that feature. Unless your name isn't Declan Murphy and you happen to be like a fine young one. Give us a call.
Married.
We're always open.
Married.
I hate this thing on my hand. All lines are always open. Give us a call.
Yeah.
At each time at
Do you
all.
any wee shout outs or things saying?
No, I did see the one thing I will say is that the TikTok that we have right now, the Kendy Raybo podcast TikTok, has walloped our listenership through the roof. And that's why we're getting all these kind of messages, right? So all it says is keep sharing it around and all that kind of crack. Yeah. And let's keep growing from here, Ray. I'm back.
You're back.
What
was that?
Coronavirus. Jesus, Ray.
Do you think the country will open up? I know by Thursday everybody will know.
Yeah, we'll all know by him. It's very evident. Do we not see the same thing that's always happening?
Oh, the plum Arsenals for a week going, it's tough.
Isn't it unbelievable?
Yeah.
Like, aren't they an absolute disgrace?
You think that we'd have figured it out by now, which we have.
But here's the thing, though. I'm not a big anarchist.
Right.
But when does the country say, no, enough is enough now? We're not doing this game anymore.
But the worst thing is, the only thing they're doing now is they're tackling the people that aren't vaccinated and the nightclubs.
Yeah.
Did you ever see such odd bedfellows?
It's so weird.
Do you know, clubbers and people who don't like needles.
There's 92% of
Think
us.
about that. Clubbers and people who don't like needles. They're literally two ends of the spectrum.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, there's 92%, and then they're going, no, but it's obviously 8%. And here's the other thing as well. I'll leave you with this one now, right?
Go on.
Stevens Donnelly, fair play to him, he's on the news talks, right, about 7 weeks ago. Yeah. And he says, we're opening up 22nd, that's the plan, right? He said, worst case scenario is, and we've got 4 avenues that we think, the worst of those avenues is that this thing peaks in mid-October and we see astronomical numbers. And he said, we're prepared for that to be happening. And now what's happening, and they're going, Jesus, no, we're not prepared for that at all.
No.
Well, I call you out, Stephen Donnelly. Come on to the Kendy Raybo podcast next week. We are a very, very viable media entity in this world.
I can't be.
No, we could have a serious conversation with him. I want to ask him how he
that.
shines his head.
No. If you want to call him out, get his clothes, put them in a black plastic sack, put them in the front garden, burn them. Set them on fire.
Set this you're ugly. You're a big ugly head, yeah.
Anyway, enough of that.
Oh, lads, listen, that is episode 133. Kendy's married.
Kendy's married.
Hey, Ray. Hey, let me say it, man. Let me say it. You're
Heard
next.
it enough on the day.
You're next now, huh?
Happy out.
Come here, thanks to James McManus as well for flicking the cameras off himself.
Thank you very much, James. I'm very sorry that I dragged you in here of a Sunday evening.
He's been double clicking away all evening out the back of us here. He is like I said, he's one of our top 3 video producers.
Well, in fairness, he got us out of a hole when our manager couldn't do it again.
Yeah. And Ray, did you see any cocktails?
I didn't see a lick of a cocktail.
No.
A warm bottle of Heineken thanks to Derek.
Unbelievable. I don't know why we bother, as my mother used to say.
Why we bother.
Fair play to Blind Tiger and Anderson's for not giving us anything again this week.
No, but it wasn't their fault.
I know, but we need to get to the bottom of it, Raymond.
Oh, by the way, we should do a little advertisement.
Sitting here with a dry mouth. I got no drink.
This will come out on Thursday. Saturday night, Boxy Band.
Oh, where's that?
Are playing in Anderson's Tremendous Event Centre.
Oh, how wonderful.
Johnny Gall and the Boxy Band, friends of the show, and Keeler on Sunday night.
Oh, you know I'm 30 on Saturday.
Oh, are you?
No.
Well, that was somewhere we were hoping you'd go.
Yeah, hopefully I will actually go with you.
Oh, Kendy's 30th.
No, we're not doing Kendy.
Yeah, let's do a big 30th. Kendy's 30th birthday. 23rd of October.
Yeah.
Anderson's Tremendous Event Centre.
Yeah.
Johnny Gall and the Boxy Band. It'll be a night dedicated to Mark.
We'll be doing a meet and greet.
Yeah.
But not with me. I'll go up to all you. You all have to sit down in the chair, and I'll go up and ask you your autographs.
Yeah, but we're going to have a big cake and we're going to shout out. And
can we have
happy
someone
birthday.
bursting out of a cake?
Yeah, absolutely.
I would absolutely. Let's think of the weirdest person that could burst out of a cake. I want Carmel.
My mother.
Yeah, I want Carmel McAndrew to burst out of a cake on Saturday. Ray, it's my 30th birthday. Would you not do that for a friend of yours?
Do you know what she'd probably do if she was doing it?
She'd bake the cake first.
She'd book. No, book isn't the word. Bake. She'd bake.
She'd bake.
She's a mighty woman for the buns. This is something that I know we should have been finished this episode 3 minutes
Your
ago.
old one's buns.
My mother's buns. Yeah. Lovely things. But when she when she baked a cake for my sister's birthday there recently, sister's and my father's birthday, I know what it was. Yeah. But it was literally a big bun. with fresh cream in the middle.
Well,
so
caramel-
she called it a sponge. I said, that's a bun cake, Caramel.
Caramel, you would make my birthday if you baked yourself into a cake,
A
please.
big bun. That's a massive bunch. You need to start now.
Yeah, please get going, Caramel. I want you to burst out of it. I want you to sing happy birthday to me, Caramel.
Fair
I'd love
enough.
that. I'd love that from her. That'd make my day.
I will look it. The call out is there now.
There we go.
Yeah.
Ray, episode 133. Fair play to me.
Fair play to me.
Good luck.
Good luck. The Kendy and Raybo podcast, sponsored by Anderson's Bar and Grill and the Blind Tiger Bar.